What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's Mike Watson in the building, running a tad bit late. Oh, wait, it's me that's late, not my awesome partner, Christina. She was here on time
Always.
and ready to go. Uh, always. See, I don't even
Yeah.
have our trendy banner stuff up.
Oh, there you
It's been
go.
a
I like
crazy,
I like the
oh,
new with friends at the
crazy
bottom.
week.
I just noticed that just now. You added with friends in the pro. I just noticed that.
Yes, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Got to grow with the show. Got to grow with it. So first off, I want to say what's up to everybody that's watching us right now. David Howard, thanks for tuning in. We are live on Twitch. I believe that is Haley that's watching us. J Man in the building. Very awesome couple topics for the show. We may go outside of our normal little guideline or whatnot. We got some fun things to talk about here. I think we're gonna have two guests with us today. Right now, one of the guests is here, my buddy, my friend, my pal, the illustrative Ryan, because he's been drawing his ass off online.
What up?
What up? What up?
Wait.
What up? Hi guys.
Hey. I was gonna say remove that banner because you can only see half his face.
Yeah, I took it down. All right, so definitely give us a follow on TTHE Nerdy on Twitter. All right, follow us on our Facebook page, Good Bad Nerd, and follow me on Twitch as Most Epic Art as we stream our show live on Twitch as well. So we're on Twitch and we're on Facebook in our group right now. All right. J Man says, "What up, Christina?"
Hey Jay.
All right. Okay, so we got three things we're going to talk about. We got the sample. We got the sample. Then we got the what's that meal you get before the dinner?
Appetizer.
We got the appetizer. We got the appetizer. Then we got the main course. All right, we got the main course. So our sample is going to be Project Power, the trailer. Our appetizer is this new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story. We put out a vote poll out there. We got some votes. So I want to go over the responses or whatnot. And then our main course today, which is going to be a 7-layered course, is The Order on Netflix. All right. You might get a little bit. Do I have it on here? He's not on here. I might have to switch branding just to show you, because there's a lot there. There's a lot, and I think we have some varying opinions on here today. All right, so let's talk about Project Power, that trailer. Hey, now you're an all-star. The good of that trailer, everything, every motherfucking thing about that trailer. I literally cannot decide. It was so good. Number two, the bad. There isn't any. Oh no, there isn't bad.
Okay, well, what if you have to pick something that's bad? I'm a fish for it.
Okay, yeah, I got to pick something that's bad. You're right. Those are the rules. What's bad about that trailer is goodbye to movie theaters. Because if they making movies like this on Netflix and Hulu and stuff, movie theaters are going to be a thing of the past. I ain't got to go nowhere.
I agree.
The geek part of it, way to take my culture, my thing I love so much, and flip it on his head and make it gritty, make it gritty and powerful. All right. Oh my goodness, we can talk about like individual parts, but that cast, come on.
Oh yeah, I was so excited for it Joseph.
Yes.
I was waiting for him to be on. I was waiting for him to be Robin, but so that never happened. But I'm so glad to see him in this. I'm excited. That cast though.
We got 11 people in here. Hello to everybody that's tuned in. You got any questions or comments, please put them in the chat. We will get them. I'm watching on Twitch. I'm watching on Facebook. Actually, we all are. We're talking about Project Power right now, the trailer on Netflix. We'll be talking about the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles story, Ronin. And if you don't know about that, please stay with us so you will know about that. Jesus. And then we're going to be going into a deep dive on The Order. All right, Christina, what's your good, bad, nerdy of Project Power?
Okay, so the good. I love everything about it. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's just a very different take of it. The only bad thing I really could say was it kind of reminded me of Limitless for a sec. Limitless, was that the movie? At first I was like, is this similar to Limitless? And I'll take a pill. be super whatever. That's the only really bad thing I have. Everything else is great. The cast, the plot. Who doesn't want to be a superhero? Like, come on.
Right. So that's all you're good.
I had a bad, but only bad was like kind of like Limitless. I just didn't like that the pill thing, but that's the only badish thing to say.
All right, get that pill. Now I'm not a big fan of swallowing pills. That pill does look hard to swallow, especially with all that swirling death moving around in it.
The pill thing is, it's like you don't know what you're getting, so maybe that's the only bad thing. I don't know. What if I turn to like a flame? I don't know.
Well, it only lasts 5 minutes, so you be good.
Flaming everything as I walk, burn everything I touch.
Do you have a nerdy?
I said everything. I don't know. I can't think of any. Like,
You did
just about it.
Yeah, you did kind of go in. Ryan, what about you?
Dude, I feel so happy right now. Dude, they have the old guard on there.
Woo!
That comic book and that movie was beautiful. It was a breath of fresh air. Now we have Project Power, bro. And it's like, to me, it's a combination of a bunch of good ideas, but set in the right place and set in the right tone. Mm-hmm. The tone of that film feels grounded, which doesn't come often since like Nolan's films and of course Snyder's films.
Yeah.
But my thing is with this, it's original, yet sort of already been done, but it feels new. Fresh. It feels fresh, you know, and that's what I really enjoy about it. The good about it is I love the fact that the concept of this film, you only have powers for five minutes. You don't know what power you're getting. Mm-hmm. I like the fact of the premise of the movie. The only thing I'm going to feel bad about is that I hope it's not too predictable. Okay. That's the thing that I don't want from it, because if it's too predictable, it's not going to fly well with me. It'd be nice to see if they throw in a twist or something, but we don't know. We just don't know. But overall, the nerdy in me is seeing special effects done right.
And a lot of them seem practical.
Yeah, and it all looks practical, like fire, bullets, all that stuff looked beautiful to me. And the cast is fire. It looks good to see Jamie Foxx back. You know, he hasn't done anything in a while. I mean, I've enjoyed like his last few performances, but like Just Mercy and stuff. But it looks like he's back in his element. It's like Miami, like Miami Vice, feeling like that vibe. But like, you know, he's back, and it's good to see Justin doing something that I'm going to love. Yeah.
Yeah,
dude, it was so dope when he said, "Listen to my voice." Am I lying? I said, "No, baby, you telling the truth. Whatever it is, you telling the truth. You ain't lying.
Right.
Whatever you said prior, he is telling the truth. You better get your ass out that door. He ain't playing. It's not a game. I like that setup, that opening door, that coming in, kicking in. It's like, hey, we heard you guys like Jamie Foxx, and we heard you like him when he's a badass.
Mm-hmm.
So here's
that. Like if this movie's successful, this can open the gate back up for a Spawn movie. Honestly,
yeah.
It might open that gate back up to do a Spawn.
Oh, so I think that gate's already open because Todd McFarlane got $1 million on his action figure.
On his Kickstarter.
Okay.
He did that in like 2 days. So
wow.
I think so. Like when you look the sidetrack for a second, Todd McFarlane is one of the biggest toy producers in the world. He has several toy licenses: My Hero Academia, Spawn, DC. I don't even need to go anywhere else. But I mean, Stranger Things, any movie that's been on Netflix that's a big pop culture thing. He's done it all, and he has it all. Todd McFarlane does not need to go to Kickstarter to launch a toy. He went there for a purpose and a reason, to see how much money he could raise. He raised $1 million plus for a fucking action figure, for a remake of his first action figure. That was Todd McFarlane testing the market for him to be able to go to Kickstarter and say, "Hey, studios won't play ball, so I'm going to do this.
I'm going to make this movie. Yeah,
you guys going to help me do it? You're damn right we are, Todd McFarlane. Here's that money.
Take it all.
That was, but Yeah, very excited about this. There have been a lot of good movies, independent movies that have been made on Netflix that I've enjoyed. There have been some big ones that like Bright. I know a lot of people didn't like Bright, but I enjoyed Bright. I didn't see
I
anything
didn't have a
wrong with it.
problem with it.
I had fun
Mhm.
with it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an
but-
ABC movie. It was
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
And I know I don't think Netflix has had a movie break the stratosphere yet, as far as y'all messing with the movie theaters now. I think this might be that film.
They are getting very close to it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely. Like, I won't be surprised one day they'll make, instead of AMC, it'll be just Netflix, like a Netflix theater instead.
Mm-hmm. I love seeing movie theaters, especially the big blockbusters. Yeah, I do. I absolutely love seeing movies in the theater. I love seeing the big blockbusters. You're
There's
not gonna,
certain movies you have to see in theaters.
yeah.
No question about it.
But at this rate, man, these movies, like Christina's saying, Netflix is beginning closer and closer and closer with these individual movies that they're
I
Extraction.
mean, they just
That was
signed a
damn
deal.
good.
They
Mhm.
signed a deal today with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans and the Russo brothers. To
I
make
saw
another
that.
big
I'm excited. Like
Mhm.
Russo producing anything. Take my money. Anything with the Russo's name, I'm all in.
All in. But all right, so it's safe to say we all like that trailer. We're all very excited about it. I'm looking forward to
It was a
it.
good appetizer.
You can't
Yeah.
tell I'm so excited for it.
Yeah, that was a good appetizer. Now it's time for that was the sample.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that was
right.
the snack.
That was
Okay,
the
got it.
sample.
That's a snack. There you go.
That's the snack.
Not a sample, a snack.
The
Snack.
snack.
Now, hold on, because I've got to pull this image up because this image is just raw dog. All right. Now it's time for the appetizer. So I went and found polls for Facebook pages. It's a free app that lets you do polls in a cool little clever way or whatnot. I love things that look cool. It's free for up to a certain amount of selected votes or whatnot. And so I just wanted to give it a try out. I wanted to try it out, see what it was like or whatnot. And I think it came out really well. So there's this new storyline. It's an Elseworld storyline. They've already established Adam Coop in the building. What's up? David Howard, man, how you doing? It's a new storyline that they have coming out. They've established it's an Elseworld storyline. It does not fit in the regular continuum of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But the premise of this fucking mother is dope. All right. So let me set it up for you. Let me set it up with this. Oh shoot! What is that? That's Turtle. All right. So in the future, the turtles have been killed. 3 of them have been killed. There's 1 turtle left. We have no idea which turtle it is, but he is on a mission to avenge his fallen brothers. And he has all of his brother's weapons. And his brother's weapons are beat up or broken and things like that. And he talks to himself. And he didn't say any names who he's talking to because they don't want to reveal who he's talking to, I guess. But I think he's talking to his brothers. He's crazy. He's lost his mind at the death of his brothers. And he's communicating with his brothers who's no longer there. And he's on a path of vengeance. And that path looks like it's getting all my money. All of it. So, I mean, I know, Christina, you're not in the comic books, but I don't think you can deny that looks dope.
I love my Ninja Mutant. I love that growing up. I will read this all day.
Oh, I'm going to read it.
I read it all day. I love it. I grew up watching it. You know, this one is the fuse I do love.
They said it is 4 issues. It's set way in the future. I love the design. They've got tons of variant covers for this book. I do not like all of them. I don't know how some of the, I just don't like some of them. All right. You can't put out variant covers when you have a cover that looks like this. Okay. Like, if you're not on par with this or better than this, you've got to all your covers got to be on this level. And there are some covers that's on this level, but there's some other ones that's not. So depending on the artist that draws this turtle, and his name is Ronan, he's a complete badass. It's oh my goodness, it is beautiful. So we put a vote out there on what turtle do you think it is? Is it Leonardo? Is it Michelangelo, Raphael, or Donatello? Taking note that potentially this turtle had to master all the other weapons now because he's using them for vengeance.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you first. Who do you think that is?
I already voted.
I already voted too. I'm going with Mikey.
I voted too.
I'm going with Mikey.
You are
Mikey all across the board. I was a flip between Donatello and Mikey.
Yeah, me too.
Mikey.
You did Mikey?
Yeah.
I did Donatello. I really think it.
I'm not all the way sure, but for right now on the show, I'm going with Mikey. Donatello or Mikey would be my best guesses because Raphael's all about vengeance, man. Raphael's angry. This is what Raphael does. That's a given. All right. I would not be surprised if it's Raphael. Now, Leonardo, he is the most skilled turtle out of all of them, so I could see him mastering all the weapons. But I mean, I guess it would be kind of cool to see him go through down a path of vengeance and to see him broken. But I think the least expected turtle to be like that would be Michelangelo, man. He's the happy one. He's always kicking the jokes. And then you just turn around and you find out it's Michelangelo this whole time. And you're like,
and he's broken.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I can't even fathom that.
She said she can't even fathom it. Well, let's see. Let's see what. Let me see my percentages here. Hold up, my mouse is acting up. All right, so I'm gonna start from the bottom. Woo, that looks so good. I'm gonna start from the bottom.
Jay said I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja freak. Well, thank you. Join the group.
David Howard says Raphael was his pick because he's ruthless. All right, so Leonardo.
But when you're ruthless, you can be not smart and get yourself.
Yeah, you can be reckless.
So I
also think it's Donatello because he's smart. He can adapt. You know, he's good with the machines. He's, I think it's really him.
All right, so Leonardo came in with 12.8% of votes, so he's in the bottom bracket. Donatello came in with 20% of the votes. Raphael came with 28% of the votes, and Michelangelo came in with 38% of the votes. So our community right now is saying that they think it's Michelangelo.
I still think it is.
And like he wears a black bandana now too. Oh my goodness gracious. This thing looks so cool. This thing looks so cool. And I've always been a fan of the current Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic. It's like over 100 issues right now. And the comic book has been doing stories that I felt they should be doing with the Turtles. Like the cartoon restarts it every 5 years or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And like, stop making teenagers, man. All right, it's time to make them adults. It's like it's that time. Like I drew this piece of the Turtles. I like when the CGI movie came out and everybody hated it, right? This artist on DeviantArt redesigned the Turtles to the way that he thought they should be and gave them this awesome story. Like, which is another reason why I think it's Michelangelo. He says Leonardo, they grow up, they become 18, and they leave. They leave New York for 10 years and they come back. They devote themselves to a certain focus. Leonardo goes the way of the samurai. Donatello does actually he puts all his martial arts into technology. Like he focuses in that. Raphael goes the Muay Thai route. And he's all elbows and knees and like body armor. So he doesn't even use his size anymore. If he uses his size, that means he's pissed off. Like he's in a place where he's out of control. He's got to use his size. Other than that, he just likes to have armor, take shots to the chest, and then just knee and elbow you to death. But then my favorite version was Michelangelo. Michelangelo goes the way of the full ninja and comes back. He does not laugh anymore. He doesn't smile. He doesn't crack jokes. He's super silent. But he wears one of those face masks, and the face mask is a smile. For how Michelangelo used to be. And I was like, boy, that is the dopest I have heard. Can I please draw this? Can I please draw this? And he gave me permission to draw it, and it's like one of my favorite pieces that I drew. But because of his designs, it's incredible. So I think he was ahead of a bunch of people, and I think it's Mikey, man. It's Mikey, but it's these grown up stories for the turtles because they need to grow, man. We need to see where they go, and I've always dug the comic book, so I'm definitely gonna be there for this. All right. Okay, nope, don't want that. We want to get that off the screen now. All right, now, where is my banner? Because I absolutely love this banner. I think it's incredible. It fit exactly how I feel. We're into the dinner now. We're in the main dinner. They starting the service, and I got a big T-bone steak up in this bad boy. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so if you don't want any spoilers about this show, please.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's gonna be a lot. We're not. My recommendation is put us on mute and let us get the view credit. You go ahead and walk out the room. All right, but we're going to be talking about what the fuck is wrong with the order. Now, we may have some different opinions here. Let's kind of recap the first season. Christina, do you want to walk us through like what this show's about, like the purpose of it, like the first season or whatnot?
So the first season, you're introduced to the Order of the Rose, which is the Society of Magic, where they kind of dictate who should be able to use magic. Jack, the guy right in the middle, and who the other two, Lilith, Hamish, and Randall. Yeah, they are werewolves.
Yeah,
they don't like bad magic. They are protective of it. So it's first season so long ago. What am I missing? Jack tried to become. I don't remember, to be honest.
I do. I can get
there you go. Yeah, you can go with it. I got the first half.
Yeah. So the first season is around Jack Morton and his grandfather. Grandfather and Jack Morton. His name was, I think, Peppy or something, or Pops. They just called him Pops. They were trying to infiltrate the Order of the Blue Rose, which Christina already explained. Jack goes to this college named Belgrave, and he gets accepted into the Order. And the first few episodes is corny. They're just using magic for fun. You meet other side characters, such as who's the little Asian girl? Gabriella, who comes up in this show. But they all are called acolytes. They're like the Grim of the Grim. And Jack is he meets a female character named Allison, who becomes his mentor. And of course, Jack is trying to dismantle the Order, but she's trying to become the Grand Magus, which is like the creme of the creme of that. So she becomes the handler, or the second in command to the Grand Magus, which is Edward Coventry, aka spoiler alert, which is Jack Morton's father in the end. You find out. There's a lot of, and then you meet the Knights of the
St. Christopher's.
Yeah, Knights of the Christopher or something like that. Basically Templars, which are magical beings, but they use them as lycans, which are werewolves. Jack gets a werewolf hide named Silverback, and he kills his professor. So you get this side note. I have a lot of problems with this show, but there's a lot of things that I love about this show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, there's a lot of things. So you meet these other werewolves. There's Lilith, Hamish, and what's the sport jock's name?
Randall.
Yeah, Randall, Hamish. Hamish is like a TA. He looks like he's in his late 30s. Still. Yeah. Lilith also comes up in this show. I hated Lilith in the beginning. She was annoying as hell to me. because all she wanted to do was kill the Order. But they turned that around quickly.
That's
But I'm gonna have Mike finish off the season of season 1.
There you go.
Look, so they ended up all coming together and uniting to take down the evil that's happening or whatnot, which made for some good television, good TV show stuff. And I was like, all right, it's cool how they brought everybody together. I really love the Knights. I think the Knights are cool as hell. I can't stand Lilith, if that's who I think it is. I'm terrible with names. But then I'm like, all right, so this is cool. The werewolves and the magic people are going to join forces together and just fucking seek out evil magic together. It's going to be this adventure. And then they blow the magic powder on all the wolves and make them forget everything.
Which I thought was nonsense. I thought it was the most anticlimactic
thing ever. Just like after all that.
Oh yeah, after you're destroying the grimoire and you're getting all this done, and then you just blow smoke and they forget everything.
Right. It bothered me, but I was fine with it. I was ready to ride with it because I did enjoy the show, and there were some characters that really got on my nerves, but I thought the show was fun. It was good. I was like, all right, I'm with it though. I'm with it. And then we get to season 2. Woo! So much Lilith. So much Lilith. God, I can't stand her.
Like the first half of the show, and then it became Vera. Vera was like the last part of the show. Like it was like a total switch. I was just like,
all right. So I don't even know where to start. I was with it the first couple episodes. I thought they're all the hairdos. All right, I'm just going bad. I'm just going with the bad. Damn it! Like somebody else can talk about the good. How the hell does one of your close? How the hell do you let your comrade, your partner, your warrior buddy, go to hell, and you're sitting in bars drinking beer? Like that was pissing me off. You got a whole person in hell, like. And you're at the bar, you're having house parties, and you're coming up with like the lamest reasons why you can't look up or attempt to get her. Are you fuck? She's in hell. She's saving her life.
Tell us how you really feel, Mike. Tell us.
It made me so mad. So mad it made me every time I saw them pick up a drink. Why are you not picking up a book? Why are you not going to hell for your friend?
That's my problem.
But her girlfriend, or I forgot her name, did more than what they did. She was like in the library trying to find ways. She was angry that they're not doing anything, and she should be.
Yeah, and that was my problem with it. The problem with season 2, there was too many subplots, and I felt like they wrote in so much crap.
They did. Because if you look at the episode,
it was all over the place. Like the first 4 episodes was like stopping the Ragwa demon, and then stop the Ragwa demon with Lilith when she gets sucked in. Then they bring in this other witch warlock order called the Prometheans.
Yeah, I feel like they made episodes within the episodes because they literally called part 1, part 2, part 1, part 2. Like multiple times. It's like give me a story. Like I don't care. I don't care about a magical tree that can make you read each other's mind.
Yeah.
That first person.
Cool concept for another season.
It was good to see Spike doing something. It was good to see James Master in the show.
But still, like Alicia's arc annoyed me. She annoyed me so much this season. I'm like, pick a side. Like, what do you want to do one thing? Do it or not? Like,
that first witch, that first one that was killing people with all the random magic, I was like, all right, this is interesting. But then
she have a more like substance to her character.
She does not. She does not.
They killed her like the second episode.
They made her be all this mysterious rich person. And all of a sudden, they found her in a freaking house, killing rats and shit. And like,
she deserved to die. She deserved to die. Her reason for doing this shit was ridiculous. You're mad because you can't have magic, but you went to the school. You got invited. You was part of the group, and you sucked at it. So you got kicked out. You're throwing a tantrum, killing people because you suck at magic, and you still do because you're killing people.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get it.
It made me so mad. It wasn't because they stole magic from my father and mother, and they're the ones that started magic, and they're keeping it for themselves, or something like that. The chick is mad because she got kicked out of school because she got an F.
And then what was it? The teacher, not the teacher. The other Asian girl. Salvatore.
Yeah.
And then Salvatore. You have Salvatore and the economics professor Foley. And you don't even realize it, but Salvatore is there the whole fucking time in the show.
Yeah.
She's literally in almost every episode. You don't even realize it. Like, it blew my mind. I was like, she's almost in every episode.
Yeah.
Like, and that's another subplot. Like, the first subplot is like the girl videotaping the order, causing ruckus, kill her. Second subplot is releasing a big bad demon onto the world, and that's resolved by episode 4.
I know. And then the subplot of
each other, but there's a secret other third party trying to destroy them, and then you have Salvatore wanting to release magic for everyone, causing the apocalypse.
Don't forget, Kepler is also in there. No,
free.
Kepler's trying to take over for the Grand Magus because she's like trying to kiss ass, trying to take over her job. I'm like, thank God she died. I'm sorry, another spoiler, she died.
Kepler was the most annoying character throughout that whole entire season.
What's her name?
Kiss
Pussy. And then you had cameos of like Jason Priestley
and Brandon.
The order.
That was the most random thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. What's this girl? Is this Alyssa?
Yes,
I think Allison or Alyssa. Yeah.
Alyssa.
She's Alyssa. She's Alyssa right now. Fuck her.
I don't like her.
Fuck her. She was written terribly. She was written terribly. It made no sense. You're ready to give up on this dude. Like, you're ready to give up to this dude because you want your magic. All right, that's fine. You want to say fuck love. You want your magic back. Good. All right, I can live with that. I can rock with it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second is horrible.
The moment he told her Salvador's going to kill old girl because of what she said, and she walked in, and Salvador was about to kill old girl, about to turn into a wolf and kill this woman, and that woman killed Salvador in self-defense. She immediately turned into the bad guy. Why? Why?
I don't understand.
And that's what bothered me about it. It's just like, you can't. Go ahead, Christina. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
They're trying to make her do different things, like be the bad guy, be the love interest. Like, pick one path for her because it's confusing to connect.
Yeah, and then I feel like they were trying to force so much stuff on her character, and like especially when she was just trying to be independent and on her own and say you never owned me or anything like that. I was like, who's saying any of that? He's just saying he wants to be back with you. And why are you a villain? Why?
And that's what bothered me. It was like she went immediately evil when she found out Vera had the grimoire.
Just like that.
The magic was fucked up. She knew that Vera had the grimoire, and then she immediately hated Vera right there. The villain, and literally became the villain.
But said Vera had her chance to explain, and she didn't. Vera didn't explain because you walked out. You said one thing, and then you walked out. She didn't get to explain shit, and you're trying to talk to Vera in front of the person who polices Vera. So you just made my spot hot in front of the cops. I'm not telling you shit.
The thing is, in the first season, I didn't like Vera whatsoever, but I actually grew to like her this season.
Yes. Yeah,
Thank you, Christina. That's the only saving grace of the order.
Like,
Is
the only, Vera, I was like, oh my god, I actually like this woman now. I don't like the whole Hamish and Vera thing going on. I could live without that plot. That's another one. But I was like, I really grow to dig her.
yeah.
Like, I want more.
Vera was my favorite character.
The show.
Oh,
Honestly,
no.
the only way I kept watching the show was Vera, because she made the show. Like she had such a come up in this season. Like it was basically Vera's show by episode 5 to 10. It was her show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love Vera. I thought she was great. I think she's a very entertaining character on the show, the way she portrays her. I do dig the main character. It just made me so like I was drawing while watching the show, and I just kept getting so fucking mad. Like, why are you so angry? Why are you like? It was self-defense. She didn't murder the woman to murder her. Every time a situation came up, what's his name? Jack? Is that his name?
Yeah.
The main character? Yeah. Jack has been able to convince Vera to take the better option, the option that does not take lives. He has been able to convince her to do that in damn near every single episode that shows that Vera is willing to work with people, and you're still mad at her. They have said it so many times that Grimoire book, it taunts you, it leads you, it what is it? It teases you and pulls you in. It makes you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They kept saying that. So now you're Miss Goody Two Shoes, and you can just like, you're not, for someone that's supposed to be so smart, that does know so much about magic, that wants to be the next person in charge of this order. It's like she didn't know shit about anything. And then you didn't know about this whole magic spell that can turn that you can do magic without any cost. You didn't know about this spell at all. Do you think there's a reason you didn't know about that? Like, if you've got to cut your hand open to do magic every single time, you don't think there's going to be a cost for not doing any sacrifices for the magic? You just think that, and like when Vera says, oh, right, because no one's ever thought of doing magic without any sacrifices. No one's ever thought of giving magic to the world. No one's came up with that idea, you dummy. I felt like Red Fox.
That should have been the end of that subplot right there.
Yeah.
Right there. That should have been it. And like, I think for me, the good about the order was Vera and just the connection and the relationships with Randall, Hamish, and Jack.
Yeah.
That's what kept me going with the show. Though every character kind of veered off towards the end. I felt like this show was just like, let's just throw in bad writing.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. I just feel like the good of the show was the cast. That was the glue. If like they have a relationship, there's a morale between everyone. You can see it. There's general connection between Alyssa and Jack. You can see all that. But like the bad of the show in this season is too many subplots. I don't know why, but I think the season 2 should have just generally dealt with that demon. Like the first 4 episodes was that demon of fear. That should have been the whole season.
Hey,
right there.
Yeah.
Hey, they could have kept that motherfucker too. Because him eating the boogers out your ear, that shit was trifling. That shit was trifling.
I agree.
I couldn't even suspend my disbelief because that shit was so nasty. I was like, what is that?
Eating your fear through not and shit.
Like,
but my thing is, like,
original right there. I want to say
it worked. Like that could have been the whole season. And when Lilith got put into hell, they could have went to hell. That could have been season 2. All of season 2 right there.
I was like, season 2 could have been when they went to Prometheus. Whatever that weird cult thing is. That could be another season.
That could have been it. It was just too much.
I think they wasted a lot of the characters. I mean, they really did. Like Lilith, I think even though I didn't like her in the first season, they could have built her better and kind of instead of just kind of make her disappear and become a demon at the end.
Yeah, you saw the potential. And now she wants to go back.
Hey,
that made me off the show.
So this is the second show where a character has gotten sucked to hell dealing with magic and got brought back. This is the second time I've seen them just be like, "Oh, okay, you good." Motherfucker, you went to hell.
The house immediately, bro. Like, she comes out and like, good, peace. We're going outside now.
But did you see them? Did you see them? They looked at her and said, "Oh, that's a problem for another day," and they walked out. She's got blood tattooed on her face.
Like a portal.
She was so calm. Like, really? If I want to go home, I would jump back in that little freaking treasure chest.
And then, what Lilith?
Yeah,
they did mess her up this season for me. Lilith has always been a smart asshole, and you're not going to tell me that this girl who has studied magic as much as she has and carries herself the way she does, that the moment she wakes up and realizes, oh, this isn't real, this is in my head, you're not going to tell me that a bunch of people making fun of her makes her quit. Fuck that.
Like, she was known as one of the best practitioners of the order.
Like,
was like, what's her name?
They kind of be like, oh, it's season 1. They don't remember it. Let's just go past that.
Like, this is literally a person where you say, sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but your words will never hurt me because I'm prettier than you, bitch. That's I will give her that. That's how she is. So the fake father being there and all these fake people from her past saying she's ugly, saying she's not strong, that she's not worthless, like, that would never work on that character. All right, I rephrase that. That will never work on that character as you have written her prior to this.
Gabrielle. I keep thinking
Gabriella.
Am I?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wait. Yeah, you're telling.
Okay, yeah, I'm terrible with names. So
no, you're fine.
Yeah, we figured it out. We got it.
But like, that was like the weakest kind. That was just so weak and terrible. Like, she should have. I would have been fine with her completely dominating that wolf, completely, because that would have proved how much of a boss she is, because she's a boss in the magic world, but she doesn't get to showcase it because she's so caught up in herself and how she appears.
So for that part, I actually didn't mind it as much because it kind of made her almost likable for a second. Because I didn't like her. I
always liked her. I felt like she was just a highlight. Yeah.
She was like, I like her, but I also hate her type of thing.
Yeah, it was a love and hate relationship.
But seeing her being vulnerable was actually kind of nice break from her being a bitchy know-it-all. You know what I mean? So I didn't mind that so much. The part where she went.
There could have been. It just could have been done better for the way that character has been for a whole season and a half. They played her, I think, in that scene, and it shortchanged her. Her overcoming that with her own strength and her own smarts would have catapulted her character to the level to where we can be like, oh yeah, she can control that wolf. That's what they should have did. And like, I get like you could have, like, I get it. They were trying to damage her, to humanize her, to bring her down so we can relate to her, so we can see her humanity. But you didn't have to do that. She could have put all that together and we could have saw her humanity in it. Like, she could have got one of these dope ass speeches where she's like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, everything you're saying, like, that's what I had to grow up with. That's what I dealt with. That's what I ran away from. But I'm not that person anymore. And this shit ain't gonna work. Like, we could have got that speech from her and been like, oh shit, all right, Gabrielle, let's go. I'm here for you. But then her copping out and letting the wolf have control of her, that just irritated the hell out of me, man.
It was just lazy writing. Yeah. Lazy writing. Like,
it's a predictable writing.
The whole Randall and Gabrielle kind of relationship was like lazy writing. Like, it's lazy writing. Yeah.
The ending when she was behind the tree, I was like, I could have lived without that scene.
Well,
like,
I don't even know what the point of that was. I think that
was she's back.
Life has always been foreshadowed as her dying. You know, it was foreshadowed in season 1 to her dying at the end of the episode, especially that foreshadowing speech from Jack, which was like, oh, that bitch is already died. I'm like, I'm ready for it. Because like that speech alone, you knew she was about to get killed. Even with that forewarning. And my thing with this is like, I feel like this season, you know, there's things that I love about it. And there's things that the only thing that I love about this show is that it's so bad, it's good. That's the thing. It's so bad, it's good. You don't care how bad the subplots are, or the writing, or the budget of this show, where they cut corners across the board on season 2. You can tell how many corners.
I'm not even gonna give it that. Fuck the show.
Yeah.
All right, I'm pissed.
Even when they introduce like the annoying acolytes, like to throw you off.
Oh god,
like
the angry act like that's not my grand. That's not my grand Magus.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, she's not mine. She likes wolves. I'm like,
Oh yeah. Okay.
What is this really happening?
They took the first season trying to make them remember by redoing the whole inaugural thing for them. I'm like, they could figure out another way to do it. You don't have to repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just don't know, man. I feel like they dropped the ball and they ruined a lot of characters. Allison, Alyssa, whatever her damn name is. I'm so glad she's dead. That was the only thing I liked. When that
I don't think she's dead. I think they're gonna reincarnate her, but hopefully into another character.
I mean, she's
from what it's saying, she does pick up for another season.
She's carrying the ball. I didn't notice that.
Yeah. So he might be trying to bring her back, but like when she tries to rally all the troops in the new group and say we're going to do magic without any sacrifices, I'm like, who are you, Magneto? Or is this your Magneto speech moment? Like you're so like, why are you being so dumb? You just met this woman. You just met her. She is nothing to you. But
it's a time jump. They did a 3-month time jump. It was mentioned in dialogue.
Was it?
Like, Allison and like
I totally missed it. Even then.
That's what I think of that 3-month time jump.
Salvador is so strong. Like,
no, you know what it was? It was that meal that she cooked her that made it so strong.
Right.
That was Dodo meal.
Hey.
I love Dodo. Everything's okay. Magically okay.
Why does everybody get wolves, man? Why does everybody get to be a werewolf?
Thank you. Why is everybody getting a high?
There's a high missing still, so there's a missing werewolf somewhere out there.
I'm done with it. That episode with the blood being like a virus, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool episode.
I'm telling you, it's like 5 episodes, like 5 movies into a season.
Yep. And you couldn't stay focused. At times, I didn't even care about what was happening.
I could have watched these episodes randomly, and I would have been okay. Mm-hmm. There was no need for me to watch in order because it wasn't simultaneous.
There is no order. Like, honestly,
that's what the order. There you go. You got it.
Vanquish. Oh, let's introduce another witch tribe called the Prometheans. And that was done. And now,
they're no longer in the story, so it's okay.
Hey, so how does one werewolf kill that many magicians? How? There was 15 to 20 magic casters there, and one werewolf tore into all of them with unified minds. Y'all couldn't interact and stop this at all.
Because you're a hive mind?
Yeah. Elizabeth, whatever her fucking name is, when they went to that farm and she just was all like, oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, let me have some of this drink. Oh, yeah. That's so good.
And they try to make another love connection with her, and then the other
like,
I need more, Dee. Well, I feel what you're feeling because I know what she's thinking. I don't care.
Like when she become a hoe, like I thought she was all about Jack and shit. When did she become a hoe? Kiss me. I was like, what?
Dude.
The part where she was like, the part when they were in the shed, he was like, but I don't believe you. Why not? You don't know these people?
She doesn't. She has known him so much longer. Like, it's just like the whole.
You didn't need to kill him.
She completely wrote him off. That's when I started getting pissed off. That's when my anger started happening. That episode right there, that was the start of it. She was drinking all that pink wine, Like it was just all in the house.
She's like, I'm like, okay. Oh.
Did not make any sense at all. Made me mad. Like, how are you just accepting all this stuff? Like, you can't just write somebody to be this smart, intelligent, endearing person, and then all of a sudden, without cause and reasoning, they just throw all their inhibitions to the wind and they're drinking plant juice water openly.
It's like that. It's like you went from that episode and then to what she became. Like, where's in between?
Like, nothing you told me in this show justified her making the choices that she made. Mm-hmm. Like, as my daughter says, as we watch stuff, plot. Your plot dictated that, not the story you wrote to justify it. It was just the plot needed it, so we did it.
And I feel like the Order intentionally dropped the ball because first I thought they weren't even going to get picked up for season 2. To be honest with you, because I didn't think a lot of people watched it. To be real with you, and then it got picked up for a season. I feel like this was kind of rushed. It's shown in the product. You can tell where the show is rushed. That's only saving grace of this show are these actors to make you believe and put you into the environment. If these actors weren't good at doing this dialogue and doing this show, I wouldn't have watched it. I'll be 100% honest with you. I wouldn't have watched it. I would have let it just drop off.
I'm telling you right now, if I was a knight and I turned into a werewolf, and Ren McKenzie and Victor Dandridge and Danny Cooper, we're all werewolves, and we're chasing magicians, and I risk my life to save Ren McKenzie, and I get sucked into a portal in hell, and I find out that these motherfuckers was at the bar 7 times, had 3 house parties, went to sleep, went to school, took reports. I'm putting fire in all their asses.
Kill them.
Yeah, yeah. That demon's gonna come out now.
They just totally wrote that off. Like, it was like so not important. Like, oh, we'll go back to Lilith. When? Well, we have to take care of this first. We'll go back and get. We have to do this now. We have to do this.
This is how important Lilith was. They were willing to break all the rules, reveal that they had their memories back to steal a bunch of trinkets, but their whole friend go to hell. And they're like, oh, we'll get her. Oh, we will.
Not go anywhere. You know, where is she gonna hide?
Dude,
I did like.
The show is so bad, bro. It's so bad, dude.
I'm so mad.
It was interesting to watch. I will say that kept me watching. It was interesting to see what happened next. I love magic. I love the concept of magic. So I like that. You know, I like watching magicians. This one, Merlin, whatever, not. But then, like, it's just we couldn't keep up with it.
It is what it is. So I think we've I think we've gone pretty deep in this. I would like the next one we talk about to be the Warrior Nun.
I haven't seen that yet. I haven't gotten to it yet.
I can wait for you, Christina.
You might have to have another guess.
Yeah, I know. Is that not one? Your cup Curse is out.
It's today, yes. I am so excited that I'm watching that tonight somehow.
Yeah, actually,
I have like a list of things, like I'm trying to cross them off as fast as I can.
Oh, goodness gracious!
Too much good TV, Netflix.
All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up here because I do want to get to watch that. And I need to go get something to eat, and I still have tons of more drawing to do. Yay!
That's always good to hear, though.
It is all good. I'm not complaining. It's just I wish there were 2 of me. I wish there were 2. That would help. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Please be sure to give us a follow on our social media networks. Let me see. We got T the Nerdy on Twitter. Boom, 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 boom. And we're also on Facebook as Good Bad Nerdy. Give us a follow on that. We talk all geeky stuff and pop culture and all that stuff like that. We're trying to get our Twitter account more active, but just give us a follow anyway. But if you want to see these shows and you're watching on Twitch, give us a follow on Most Epic Art on Twitch because that's where we stream as well. Bobby, what's up, man? Bobby, it's been so long, man. I wish you were here earlier. You would have been funny. You would have had a lot of cool stuff to say. But Be sure to follow Ryan. Ryan, where can everybody find you at, man?
You can find me at Ryan Robinson on Facebook. Also, R Squared Drawing and Illustration Forum as well. Actually, I have a show after this for Matchup Fridays.
Yeah.
So we'll be doing Spawn and Deadpool tonight. Christina, it was an honor meeting you. It was an honor meeting you.
On there.
So great to meet you finally. This was awesome. Thank you, Mike, so much talking about this atrocious show. Thank you so much.
No problem, Ryan. It's always good to have you on the show. You're always good to talk to or whatnot. But we will be back here at our same time next week, 6 p.m.
No, regular time. Regular time,
because we're late today. Bunch of, the art world does not sleep. It does not rest. And I appreciate Christina for being so understanding and working with my schedule. She's awesome. But join us. If you got some ideas for us to talk about, add them to the comments, add them to the chat, add them to our thread. We're game form. We got a bunch of trailers that we still want to go through or whatnot. But once I realized that we had all seen this, it had to be on this. The discussion had to go here. All right. Because
Mike was like, "Have you watched?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I have."
Because Mike, I liked the show, and I was so pissed.
I do. It's so bad it's good, man. It's just like, I don't know what they're going to do.
It keeps you on your toes. You never know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm perfectly fine with that show ending right there with that woman.
Me
dying.
too. I agree.
Yeah.
Stop right there. Yeah.
As long as they keep her there, I'm good.
If they bring her back, I'm kicking all the Netflix rocks. But hey, we're gonna get out of here. You can catch the show on YouTube and everything. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hope you had a good time with us today. This is a crazy episode, but those are some of the best ones. But be sure to give us a follow, and I will check you later. Bye, everybody.
Okay.